Hey, welcome back. It's Shirley and it's Sunday, and I'm coming to you talking about different issues you may encounter when you have dissociative identity disorder. One of the things you may have already encountered is medical gaslighting. Gaslighting. Anyway, gaslighting. Let me give you a definition of gaslighting right quick. Gaslighting in psychology refers to a certain kind of manipulation where you are tricked into questioning your own reality. Medical gaslighting is when concerns about your health care are being dismissed, or they are not heard and they are minimized. I don't know about you, but I've run into it quite a bit, especially since I have it on my chart that I have DID. Doctors and psychiatrists and therapists, and they tend to dismiss when I go into the doctor, especially going to the doctor with a complaint. A few years back, I had a severe cough that would not go away. And I bet I went to 3 doctors before I found the one that would treat me. They kept telling me things like, oh, you just need to drink more water. And that's ridiculous. I was choking. Another one was just like, oh, well, we'll do an x-ray. When the x-ray came back okay, they're like, oh, there's nothing wrong with you. We'll just pat you on the head and send you on your way. Finally, I found a doctor who would listen to me. Actually, looked past my diagnosis and listened to me. He did some testing and found out that I had COPD, genetic COPD, because I've never smoked. And then he was able to treat me, give me the inhalers I needed, and get me back on my feet. And I've been taking an inhaler ever since. I've been fine, but they could have killed me. And when you're questioned about your own reality, about DID, I have these voices in my head. I have missing time. A lot of times you'll find especially psychiatrists will brush you off because they don't believe in DID. Well, it's in the DSM. They better well believe in DID. It's real, and many people have it. 3% of the population. That's a lot of people. So, yeah, being gaslit is no fun. And there are a few things you can do to take care of that. One of them is to seek out a second opinion. Don't just assume that a doctor is just because they're a white-coated doctor with a badge that says their name. Don't assume that they know everything that's going on. Or therapists will know everything that will automatically know what DID even is. Don't assume that because most of the time you're wrong. One of the time I told my therapist, Paula, I said, Paula, people in your profession are assholes. And I thought she'd laugh her head off. I said, no, seriously. I've run into so many assholes in your profession that will not listen, do not believe, will not do anything. They give you all these diagnoses that aren't real. Depression and anxiety, yes, I have that. But I'm not schizophrenic, and I don't have schizoaffective disorder, and I don't have bipolar disorder. Some people do, but I don't. And I kept getting these diagnoses stacked one on top of the other until I found a doctor, a psychiatrist who would listen. I've been lucky to find 2 in a row who will listen. So medical gaslighting, it's painful, it's ridiculous, and that's one of the reasons I write my blog and I do these videos is to get truthful information out, because there's so much hoopla out there, especially on YouTube. People, they're not pretending they have DID, but they may not have it. They just think they do, or they get out there and they what do I say about that? They switch on the camera and make it into a spectacle. Now I'm not saying people can't switch on camera. I'm just saying they need not make a spectacle out of it, because DID is we're not unusual people. We're common people with a destructive disorder who can overcome it, and I have, for the most part, overcome mine, or I wouldn't be here talking to you. Anyway, get back to gaslighting. If you experience gaslighting, don't take it. Go to a different doctor, or just call them on it, and see what they say. You call them on it and say, wait, you're not listening to me. I want to start doing that myself. Right now, I have a medical doctor who listens, and I appreciate that. If I have to switch to a different doctor who doesn't, I'm going to call them on it and then go find a different doctor if they don't straighten up. So anyway, I hope you have a great week. It's the next to last week of September. Can you believe that already? So anyway, you all have a good weekend, a good rest of the weekend, and enjoy your week. And I will talk with you next week. Bye-bye.